October 2011, I had just finished a video that I've been working on for about 2 weeks. It was a family video, and it was completely out of nowhere. No one knew that I was working on that video. It was like all of a sudden I have a video that I want to show everybody. And they didn't know what kind of video it was. They didn't really know what to expect. But when they seen it, they loved it. The name of that video was called For a Reason, and no one really knew why I made that video. But me wanting to make that video has quite a compelling story behind it. As far back as I can remember, that's a little too far. Right there. Around the time my stepdad showed me a picture of, well, me. I always had a strange fascination for looking at pictures. I mean, I love looking at pictures all the time. And my mom kept a lot of photo albums in the house we grew up in. And I must have looked at those photos about 100 times. And I analyzed every picture we had. I mean, I knew what picture we had and who we had pictures of. For Christmas one year, my mom got me my first camera. It was a Ninja Turtle camera that had a Ninja Turtle in the corner of the picture when you developed it. And I took pictures of everything. In 1991, someone bought my Uncle Kenny a camcorder for Christmas. He recorded a lot of home videos. When I seen these home videos, I was intrigued. I still love looking at pictures, but videos were way better because it had movement and sound.
It on T.I.E. Yeah, I'm telling all this. Go back. I hold it. I see you. Get in front of the thing. Okay. Stand right in front of you.
Bring me that here, Kenny.
What do you
In 1992, the movie Home Alone 2 came out. And in this movie, a very young Macaulay Culkin carried around what was called a talk boy. It was a tape recorder, and he recorded just about everything. And that year for Christmas, well, I got one of those tape recorders, and just like Macaulay Culkin, I carried it everywhere. I recorded everything. Audio recording became my new passion. After the talk boy, as I got older, I had many other tape recorders, and I was always recording people.
Get in class! Get in the class! Get in the class! Get in the class! Get in the class! Let's go! Hey, get off my back! Get off my back!
1994. My grandma had a heart attack. After her funeral, my mom had this obsession with a certain song by the artist
Genisis.
And she would play it, and she would play this song over and over again. She kept it on repeat. So for about 6 months, the only song that I heard was, the name of the song is called For a Reason. That song was her way of coping with losing her mother. Because of that, that song been in the back of my mind ever since. And every time I heard it, it reminded me of my grandma.
Everything happens for a reason.
1996. My mom started dating a guy named Dan, and he eventually moved in. And he played keyboard and had his own band. When he moved in, he moved all his music equipment in too. He showed me how to use most of it, and show me how to hook things up. And he would have his band come over to the house and they would rehearse all the time. He eventually ended up getting a camcorder to record his sessions. So now there's a camcorder in the house that I have access to. He ended up no longer having that camcorder, but there was a blank tape left behind that wasn't even open. Even though I didn't have a camcorder, I kept the tape because I knew one day I would get one. But before I got my own camcorder, I used to take that tape and use it in other people's camcorders. I used it in my Uncle Michael's camcorder. When he went to work, I used to bring my tape over his house and play with his camcorder. His camera was the very first camcorder that I used that tape in. And if I would have got caught playing with that camcorder, I'd have probably been dead. I used my friend from school's camera, Janie Best. She used to bring her camcorder to school all the time. So I brought my tape to school and she let me use her camera and record on my tape during lunch. And I used my Uncle Stevie's camcorder. My Uncle Stevie lived right downstairs from us, so I used his camera more than anybody's.
This is my tape too. When I get a camcorder, I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, let me tape it. Let me tape it.
This is my tape.
Give it to me, man. It's my turn, fool.
Turn, I don't want got it. This is my tape.
I eventually got my own camcorder. My first one was a Sharp. I had that one for a little while, and then I got the Sony Handycam. I recorded a lot of home videos.
Hey, what's up? Look right here.
What's up,
Who love you?
Daddy?
More than what?
Anything.
All right.
2006, my Aunt Pat just turned 50, and we had threw her a surprise birthday party. During this party, they showed her a video that someone made. It was basically a slideshow of pictures with music playing. It was a nice video. I liked it, but I noticed it was only pictures of Aunt Pat, her kids and her siblings and her parents, which made sense because it's a video for her. Another thing I noticed that it was only pictures and no video clips, and all the pictures were in black and white. Pictures that I know originally are in color. When it was over, I immediately knew I wanted to do a video like that. With all the home videos and old pictures that I had, I could make a way better video. But in my video, it would be a mix of pictures and video clips. And the pictures would be in color, and it would include the whole family. And I would use that song that my mom used to play all the time that reminded me of my grandma. I talked my uncle into letting me use his old home videos from the early 90s so I can make copies. I also, a few years later, was able to get an old photo album he had at his house. These old pictures and these old home videos was like gold to me. I bought all the equipment that I needed to make this video. And I made my first video. When I made that video, I wanted the very first image, the very first thing you see was to be a black and white picture. Because to me, that was giving reference to where I got the idea from in the first place, which was my Aunt Pat's party where they had a video of just black and white pictures.